We got my cuz in the building. Y'all know how we do.
We come nice with it.
Y'all know how we do.
Why you low?
I'm starting to hold my own.
Better.
24 bottles, I'm in my zone. Starting to feel like rappers is clones. Get your girlfriend, she's attached, I'm on the road. Always calling my phone. Just got a text from her, she's so alone.
I was supposed to send
Put
you a
my
text.
feelings aside, I'm getting thrown.
Don't say it now. Hell.
Yeah, I was supposed to send you this text, cuz. Matter of fact, I'm about to send it to you.
Don't send. Oh, to tell me to come on the show?
Nah.
I'm already here.
You gotta see this one.
Mixtape dropped, I can tell I'm
Right.
making the
You
stick.
gotta see this
I'm
one.
already
cuz.
here.
Shawty look like Rihanna.
Shout out to Miss Marla. There's no doubt. No doubt that Miss Marla is first tonight.
But I ain't sweating it. I ain't sweating it. Like
What's up, Miss Marla? Good to see you. I gotta send Cuzzy this text real quick before we get things kicked off here. Let me see. Oh shoot, yeah, I gotta send these other. She said, thank you, Miss Marla.
Hey, Miss
Crete,
Marla.
Mama G. Thank you, Miss Marla. Let me see. Let me I gotta hit Cuz off with this. All right, let me see, Cuz. You know, you got me that one time. You got me that one time. I'm gonna get you this time. And see if how you can fix this.
Can't make miracles.
All right, hold on a sec. Yeah, y'all. It's good to see everybody. Hold on one second.
Hey, Miss Amelia's.
Miss Amelia in the building. What's up, Miss Amelia? I'm hold up. Gotta send this to Cuz real quick. Yeah, Cuz. It's your turn.
Better not be nothing stupid. I'm gonna cuss my out tonight.
Nah, it ain't stupid.
No, Lord. That be no foolishness.
Nah, ain't no fooling.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all. I'm about to get to it.
What's the topic?
You about to see.
No, because Mama said, what's my about the topic?
Oh.
Wait, there's a topic up there?
Give me a second.
All right.
Hey, brother. I was like, I'm so topic. I'm going crazy.
All right, let me get to the show.
Doing my thing, huh?
All right.
Doing my thing, huh? Ain't nothing changed but the name. I'm still the same. Real talk, I'm at the top of my game. Doing my thing, huh? First off, let me shout out Crete, cause he the one that gave me tactics when it comes to these streets. I'm authentic. Rap game, I be his magician. All balls, I go hard. I've been on the mission.
Is the screen frozen or is that okay? All right. So let's get to the show. Let's get to the show. All right. Let's get to the show.
I already got that from somebody else.
Oh, for
that
real?
person sent it to somebody else. You know who else?
Oh,
I'm like, but I see you.
Oh, okay.
They were never gonna do it, but hey, I peeked on.
Okay. All right, so we're here. It's Conversations in Crete with Sweet Mama G. We are glad to see everybody. We had Miss Marla first. Can you believe? Well, we can believe it because Miss Marla be on it. And thank you, Miss Marla, for the compliment. Really appreciate that. Stay mellow. Stay mellow.
Wow.
Shouts out to Miss Amelia in the building. Thank you so much. Always good to see you, Miss Amelia. Brother-in-law, what's going on, brother-in-law? Good to see you, man. Brother-in-law, you need to get me. I was just explaining to Cuz how it's just been crazy, and I did talk to little sis, and I'm gonna hit you up after the show, brother-in-law.
And happy belated Father's Day, brother-in-law, and to all the gentlemen out there who are fathers and father-like figures in someone's life. Christine, you ain't coming on here today. Not today, bro. No, you ain't gonna be here every day. So Miss Marla said, I was asked that question too. Are you going to be nice tonight, Sweet Mom G? I'm nice every night. Now, how you approach this situation is going to determine my niceness. I'm wonderful. I got me some
that for me, Cuz. Shout out to Miss Leslie H in the building.
Hey, Miss Leslie H.
Special situation, Cuz, please.
Don't do it.
Come on. You got this. You want me to spell it? Or I'm thinking you spelling it SICH.
Yep.
EEATION. Miss Marla said I was going to ask, okay, question. Are you going to be nice? Okay. And dating over 50. Yeah. We're the link. Okay. And we can't. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link up in a minute, y'all. I'm gonna put the link up in a minute. All right. So let me make this preference.
Let me make this preference.
Okay.
You will be censored. Now, if one or two people, the two that's on the screen, don't want you on, you won't be on. Or if you get on and we don't like what you said, you're gonna be off. Don't think y'all celebrities, because you're not. But we also value opinion. Thank you all for coming in. We're gonna start off with our mental health check from 1 through 5. Let's do. What you got on your shirt? You know what? My eyes was deceiving me. I thought you had an all black shirt on. Then I see some flowers. Is that what it is?
Hey, cuz you really gonna get in the screen and see what I got on my shirt?
I don't have my glasses on.
It's roses. Is that all right with you? Huh? Is that all right with you, cuz?
Please let us know your ratings on 1 through 5 and why you on that.
Look at that. She look at that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Why you that particular rating?
Oh, you just gonna laugh at me? You just gonna laugh at me? Hold up, cuz. Hold on.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
He's gonna do me like that. All right.
Wait, was that your Father's Day shirt?
Yeah, it's whatever you want it to be. Cuz.
Oh, it matched your hat. Okay. I really thought that was an all black shirt. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I wasn't looking at you. All right. Bruh. Explain. I didn't tell y'all don't follow directions. Here we go, y'all. In the DEC class, I said drop your ratings and let us know why you that particular number. So we had 3s and 5s. Why y'all 3s and why y'all 5s?
Yeah. So
we're gonna start off. Rose in his mouth.
Yeah. And now,
what kind of rose, brother-in-law? The one with the stem?
Hey, brother-in-law, you gotta watch her. You gotta watch her because you know that rose she talking about. She talking about that rose. Oh my gosh, cuz
I'm like a rose in his mouth. Some of these women on here might like that.
Cuz I gotta tell you. So yeah, I'm trying to get the sharing the link and everything, but all right, okay.
Miss Leslie H, I'm a 5 because I'm home and survived in 8 hours in a car with my mom. Bless your heart, girl. Well, we're glad you're here. Miss Christina, congratulations for let us know your business. You finished your college term with an A in one class and a B in the other. Wonderful. Keep being scholarly. Don't be in the DEC class. She said you're looking like Bobby Brown.
Who, me? Y'all, wow. Y'all, wow.
Oh, goodness.
That's all right. You keep laughing with him, cuz.
SMG is always nice. She just direct. You got that right.
All right. So start up with the health check, cuz they put their numbers up. Let me all right. So we're gonna start.
I read all the numbers. So how are you looking like Rosalicious? How you tonight?
So you really want to just pick on me?
How was your Father's Day, Crete?
It was wonderful, actually.
It took you 3 days to respond to my message.
You sent me a message?
Oh, because I just saw you. Remember I said Happy Father's Day? You said,
yeah, my bad. What happened was we had went out, we was camping and we was racing. You know what I'm saying? We was racing, and as a matter of fact, let me I'm gonna give y'all a little
videos. We saw y'all videos.
Yeah. You saw a little something.
Are you in the race or you were just sidelining?
Come on, cuz I ain't gonna be out there and not be in the race.
So what jumper you had? What jumper color you had on? Blue.
So you really going? All right, hold on.
I couldn't tell. All y'all chocolate, so I can't tell the difference.
All right, I'm gonna give you a little taste of what Q put this little video clip together.
Oh, here we go. Is that you?
That's me, cuz. That's me.
I mean, that's a question.
Hold on. God, that's sorry. That's me.
The old people try to show you videos.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, so you almost went out. Where my insurance? Did you put me in your insurance?
Yeah, make sure y'all join the channel. Could use some new followers on there.
So you were just racing, or
no? We was all racing, and they even the little kids right there on the 4-wheelers, and there go your cousin right there.
Which one is that?
That's Q.
Okay,
that was me. That's Willie Bars. Yeah, we be out there in them racing streets. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So, but we going back out tomorrow and race. So that's what we was doing on Father's Day. That was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Father's Day. Shouts out to the crew. Shouts out to Willie Bars, Quay, right. BJ, Rakaya, my granddaughters. Man, we had a blast. We got flooded out though. Huh?
I heard a name I ain't heard a long time.
Oh, hey. But I'm gonna just show y'all a piece of what happened. Y'all saw how the ground was just it was nice and it was dry out there, but this is what happened.
This never happened before, right?
Nah, I don't know. I mean, no. Out of all the racing we have done, this is crazy. And it sailed my shoe away. It was on its way down to the creek. That was actually the track we was just racing on. It flooded within minutes.
Did it rain?
Hard. No. It rained hard. You know what I mean?
Down in the Delta or somewhere.
Yeah, we was and didn't even pay attention. It was like crazy. So, but anyway, it was a lot of fun, y'all. We had a blast. Actually, here's another picture of everything. I mean, all that was people out there, and it was people, and it was cars and everything. But we managed to stay, and that's what happened. We got bit. All right. So let's start the show.
No, okay, good. Right. You had a good time. I'm good.
Yeah, we had a good time. It was nice. So all right. So Miss Leslie said she's a 5 because she's you read that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm, be up to date.
And okay, all right, and all right. So I'm Miss Marla said she was a 3 because she was hot tonight. Rosalicious. He got the games, don't he? Cuz that's all right, brother-in-law. Thank you, Miss Leslie. Nice. I like that motorsports. Thank you. Crete lost a show. Nah. I was in the building. I was in the building. Oh, a shoe. Yeah, my shoe was about gone down in the river. Mm-hmm. But all right. So we got XL in the building. What's going on? All right. So let's get it started. The what do you call it? Cuz I'm 51. What'd you call it?
Topic.
The topic. God, here's the topic right here. Fridays for dating over 50. Conversation Crete with Sweet Mama G. All right. So now, what do you think about dating over half a honey, cuz?
So there's gonna be a limited conversation.
Why?
What do you think? See, I like that face you just made real fast.
Why you like
it? Oh gosh.
You think you tighten my face up with that?
Yeah, real quick. All right. Real quick.
All right. So what do you think about dating over 50, cuz?
It ain't no different than other groups.
Huh?
You know, you get what you get.
Meaning?
Whatever's left over in the pool is what you're gonna get.
Miss Leslie said it's fun. It's fun. I'm gonna tell you, Miss Leslie said it was fun.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
So that's what it is. It's like y'all find y'all 50-year-old friend. Oh, you know what? A lot of y'all may not do the 50s.
No, you might date down younger.
Okay, why?
Why not?
Because somebody be pissy. So why you want pissy? I'll mess with you. Go ahead.
It's no different than a man dating a younger woman. We like the young virile people too.
Okay, so if you're gonna, and we're gonna get to that, we're gonna get into that in a little bit. All right, we're gonna get into that a little bit. So now, yes, dating over 50. So you feel as though that is slim pickings in the 50s. Are you saying dating a man, trying to find a man in his 50s to date is slim pickings? You saying?
I'm not trying to find a man in his 50s to date. I'm just trying to find a man. He ain't got to be in his 50s.
Okay.
I prefer younger, if I can get a little younger, or maybe around my age group, but it's just not popping as often around our age group. They say like who like you, but I ain't talking about no young guy. I'm talking about, maybe in their 40s or whatever, but not nobody young, like in their 20s or nothing like that. No.
Shout out to Goldie just pulling up in the building.
Hey,
thank
Goldie.
you. Good to see you, Goldie. That's master self-love. And I always can't see the other part, but that's Goldie in the building. Good to see you. Miss Leslie said, what do you think about dating over 50, Crete?
But it depends on what you're looking for, because you can have somebody younger than you and they're mature. You got somebody 50 plus that's immature. So it's about your connection with that particular person. You have a lot of people that's not together in the 50 and over range, still want to play games or living in somebody, basement, or, living with whoever, roommates, whatever the situation, don't have their finances together, don't have an outlook. I mean, we ain't got a whole bunch of time, because now I'm looking like, okay, what's my retirement age and how much money I'm gonna get? You know what I'm saying? A couple more years, because those years gonna go faster than the years previous. So you got to start planning. If they're not going in your direction or, on your path, then you got to think about it, because, as we get older, we definitely have to be financially sound. A lot of things are increasing, from housing to healthcare. So you got to be prepared for that. I can't deal with somebody, you 55, 60, and you still not prepared or even have the mindset to be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
So just because we're 50, you 51, I'll be 51 next week. Don't mean we're going to just date somebody in our age group. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the person, not the age.
So it sounds like you were more likely date down in age than go up.
So like who like you? I have dated younger and I've dated older.
Mm-hmm.
Older guys, most of them have been in the military. They got certain mindset. They've been married, they've been divorced, their kids are grown, they may be granddad. They want chill in the cut. They don't want to do too much. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even, as you may not be romantic involved, you may still be friends. They don't want to still do too much. They might get a little old car they, trying to tinker with and, put together, go buy a little Corvette and ride around and drink a Pabst Blue Ribbon beer and a cigar and sit down somewhere. But they're not doing too much. Go to a barbecue or whatever. But they're not doing too much. But it's some virile older men, but some just, they chilling. A lot of them have health ailments, bad back, some other medical issues that maybe that they don't feel the energy to do a lot of different things. So preference not my group.
Okay. I'll answer your question in a minute, Miss Leslie.
All of them had baggage, whether you 23, 35, 48, 50, 62, they all got baggage. Nobody's without some type of baggage. You're going to have big bag. Like, just think about the song. If you should know music, maybe you don't. Erykah Badu's song, Bag Lady. Really listen to those words about the different bags. Everybody had baggage. From trauma to, what I want to say, some people are stuck on themselves, people overwork themselves, family situations, they bring in their adult children back into their house. So it's a lot of different things that's going on. They financially trying to help their children, or they never had kids, or, they're dealing with their own illnesses and disabilities. So it's a lot of stuff going on out here.
Okay. Now, Miss Marla said that she dated a man that was 60 at one time.
Oh, mercy.
So was there any What was the situation? Was it a pro or a con? Was it good or bad, Miss Marla? But you can't say whether it was good or bad about the age. It's actually, like you say, it's the person. But what was your experience, Miss Marla? If you can let us know. And also putting a link up right now. It just went up. And so Miss Leslie said that's true. Some have a lot of baggage. Yes. I mean, in this day and time, who doesn't have baggage?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It is so crazy out here. Like, even if you just look, you could have back in the 80s, 90s, whatever, you could have a calm person. But what's going on now with social media and just television, everything, that person is no longer that calm person. That person, I mean, he or she is probably off the chain due to what they seen and been through since the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you're dating these people, everybody's going to come with some baggage. You know what I mean? Um, so as far as me, I mean, I'm not out there in them streets, and you know, hold on one second. Hello.
Hi.
So, I mean, I think it's good. It's like because he said it's about the person. You know what I mean? Um, at times, sometimes you think that okay, a lot of these people would actually, a lot of guys my age, the first thing they're thinking is to date young. You know what I mean? I'm a date younger, right? Hold on one second. Miss Marla, how you doing? We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Miss Marla. Try to fix your camera if you can. Um, but that's the first thing. And a lot of these guys will tell a lot of women, man, I'll go get something younger. But y'all do that too. Y'all women do the same thing. My cousin just got finished saying that, but she didn't say it in a way that was supposed to be striking. She was just saying it in a way of, I'll date younger, because a lot of these guys have ailments. They have this, they have, and it's true.
And young ones have ailments too, but so I was talking to a homeboy of mine. He was like, "Oh, my dad at times, oh, how your father doing?" He's like, "Boy, he got women trouble." I'm like, "How old is your father?" He was like, "My dad's 58." I said,
Okay.
"Well, what's going on?" He said, "Oh yeah, him and his baby mother." And I'm saying, "Your mother?" He was like, "No, he got a 12-year-old."
And he how old? 58?
58 with a
Yeah.
12-year-old. I'm like, "Yo, what happened?" He said he had a
Yeah.
guy with a younger woman, and guess what? He thought he was doing a wild thing and having fun. You on them child supports at 58. So by the time she graduating from high school, she gonna be getting in Social Security.
Let me tell you something. That's
My
miserable.
brother,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
my brother's 58 and he has a 13-year-old.
No man.
But he's married.
Wow.
He's married.
Still no
His
man.
wife's 10 years younger.
Don't have no energy for no 13-year-old, no 12-year-old.
He doesn't, no.
I'm still contemplating getting a puppy. You talking about children? Oh no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Especially
Yeah, no.
nowadays. This
And
this
he's
is
miserable. His father is miserable. He was like, his
yeah.
father's miserable because kids are rambunctious. 12 years old, they smart mouth. That's that beginning of the middle school age. They smart mouth, and you're raising a girl. They can be fast tail. I'm using some old school language, and he like stressed out because he an older man. He don't want all them headaches that the young folk. Now, if he was granddad, that's a little different. But dad, ooh, bless him.
Yeah, that is something. I know that he has to feel like, man, why did I do this? I
Mm.
know he loves his kid, but he's probably not loving the situations that he has to deal with right now. You know what I mean?
And that
So
No,
girl is
my
that girl getting that money because my homeboy had to pay for his dad because his dad lived out of state. He came back to Maryland. He said I had to put my dad up in a hotel because he didn't have enough money because of the child
mm,
support.
well, yeah, he's still married, but his wife is 10 years younger than him. And my nephew is autistic. So
No.
mm,
they have their hands full.
yeah.
Mhm.
So now hold on, I'm just trying to get this open up as well. Um Now, have you ever what would it be like for you, Miss Leslie? Like, would you, let's say if you go date, are you dating your age or dating up in your age or dating under your age?
Well, I tell you, um, 10 years ago, like, I've been single for a while. And when I first became single, I dated guys that were younger than me. But now that I'm 54, I'm looking for someone more my age.
Okay. Understandable. Um, Hello, Miss Marla. How you doing? We can't hear you. If you can log back out and come back, we would actually, I want to hear your story. Okay, so meanwhile, as we get this started, here's what I am going to start with on this. All right. So dating over 50, dating at any age can be a daunting, but if you've been out of the game for a while, it can feel especially intimidating. The good news is once you get over your initial first date jitters, meeting new people can be a ton of fun, a great opportunity to find someone who could be an incredible addition to your life. How you feel about that? Cuz you think that you can find somebody over 50 that can be a great addition to your life?
Yeah, people can find individuals that can be, right now, like, again, you gotta have that compatibility. You can't like certain things and they don't, and then they grumpy.
Right. I mean, but do you find? I mean, so why you gotta say the man they'll be grumpy?
That's a lot of them are grumpy old men. There's grumpy old women too out here, but some of them just don't want to do, things. Like I said, either they work or they retired. So, like I said, depend on who you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
The retired men, they got leisurely time. You may not have leisurely time, because if I'm still a working, woman or whatever, and they're retired, it's good to plan. Not that I can't take off or do other things. But you just got to find somebody that's gonna deal, and y'all, plan. It's about planning.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Uterus on TikTok. Thank you for coming through. If y'all want to join in on this conversation, let us know. I'm trying to have it so you guys could hear both of us or whatever, but we're live on YouTube right now at Street Tactics Media. If y'all want to join us there, so we appreciate it. If y'all want to stay here, that's fine, and I can click you in, or you can come on YouTube and and you can join the full live show. So, but yeah, I mean, a lot of one thing when you're in your 50s, a lot of these guys, honestly, I always resort to this. They lose a lot of important things like testosterone and all this other stuff when they get to this age. And a lot of times when you start thinking old, you become old. I honestly hate when I hear people say, oh, I'm old or I'm getting up in age now. When you start thinking that way, that's how your life is going to be. You're calling on the old gods, basically. You know what I mean? So I keep it moving. You know what I mean? I keep it moving. I go and do things, whether it be in mountain bike riding or dirt bike riding or camping or just keep on working. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nate from upstate in the building. Said, I'll be 54 next month. I'm retired and I'm single. And when I'm not, I'm not trying to raise no kids. Hold on.
Amen.
I feel you, brother.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm 54. I'm retired too, so I'm starting to enjoy life.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what we're supposed to be doing at this age. Because if you're taking care of yourself and if you're 50, you still have a lot of life in you. to have relationships, or just to enjoy your life, to do things, you know? So let's not be thinking old, but also make sure we taking care of ourselves, get checkups. I mean, I know a lot of times, you know, a lot of us men don't want to go get checkups and all that stuff. So it's a little rough out here in these streets, but I'm not like that. I like to go get my checkup. I like to take care of myself as best as I possibly can. And I like to keep it moving. You know what I mean? I like to stay focused on things. So that's just where I am. I know a lot of people, and this could easily happen with men, especially men being providers and protectors. We could get overwhelmed with trying to survive. You know what I mean? Trying to survive these days is rough. You know what I mean? So hold on one second.
What up?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Chilling. Shouts out to everybody. Like I said, once again, on TikTok, y'all can join in if y'all want to say anything. I can join in on the screen, or if y'all want to come to the Show Enough live show on Street Tactics Media on YouTube, definitely come through. Now,
can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Appreciate it. So you had you were telling us about you dating on a man that was 60 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yes, I was.
Okay. Can you give us a little bit of that experience that you had?
I mean, I was about 17 or 18 years old. And at the time, I don't know now, but during that time, that was pretty much, they consider you adult then here in Missouri, or I think it was just St. Louis. I don't know. It was the whole state of Missouri at that time. But
Right.
but yeah. It was good. I mean, I haven't seen him in years personally.
Okay.
And I mean, it was kind of awkward because I not being judgmental, but some us African American men, if you is like, for example, you, I would never guess you was 50 years old or whatever. But he looked damn good for his age, personally. But until he showed me his ID, I didn't believe it for a minute. But we just lost touch, and he went his way and I went my way. And then, like I said, I don't try to talk about my business on the show, but he was my first love, and then he was my first abusive relationship. So, yeah.
You said your first abusive relationship?
Yes.
Definitely sorry to hear that. Shout out to F. Harris in the building. He says black don't crack.
I know that, F. Harris. Thank you.
Yeah. So, we're sorry to hear that. Definitely that part. Maybe he was going through something in life, but that does not justify, what he was doing or whatever.
I mean, I want to say, not try to cut you off, Nita. I'm sorry. I know Sweet Mama G gonna get on my tail in a minute about that, but he was not going through things. I wouldn't say that it was a excuse or whatever, but it was just a learning experience for me because, not telling, well, at that time, he was a crackhead user, so, and that's another reason we had broke up. So, and he was dealing with a lot of demons with himself with that, and he thought I was cheating with his, I think it was his younger brother or older brother. It was one of the two. I had so many boyfriends at that time, so I can't even remember, but that's pretty much.
So, I mean, but you had nothing to do with his younger brother?
No. Even I still look the same or whatever, but I still look the same, but I kind of pick up a little weight because I had children.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
But so have you seen him lately?
No, I mean, and then that's another crazy thing about it is that even though I'm born and raised in St. Louis, I never in my man years never heard this shriek, but his house still there, and I'm too nervous to go to his house.
But is he still there?
I don't know. I haven't been.
Okay.
Because
I've heard. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just said I just never been back over there. I drive past it all the time, but I just don't go over there.
Okay. F. Harris said, how old was the older brother? 60.
I don't remember how old was it at that time. I mean, so much stuff happened through my life since then. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, we definitely hope that things get better for you, Miss Marla.
Oh, that was a long time ago. That was years ago, honey.
Yeah. So XL, what would be your age ranges of dating?
I mean, I really don't have a specific like range. I don't like as long as they're not too young. I mean, I'm good with pretty. Like, fact is, it's a woman that's 53 right now that's been hitting me up and all of that. And I mean, like she's cool people. You know what I mean? She looks good for her age. You know, I don't have no problem talking to her. Only thing the problem is like I in the long haul. Like I said, I don't have kids. So what? How serious could I really take the situation if I with me not having kids? That's the issue that I have. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like I don't really have any discretions toward people as long as she don't look like a granny. You know what I mean? We can make things happen. We can be
Right.
physical.
Okay. All right. All right. So F. Harris was asking what part of the Lou, but Miss Marla said she'll be back. So now, okay. All right. So what I was just asking was, in reference to dating over 50. So hold on one second. What age woman, and I'm asking you guys, what age woman should a 50-year-old man date?
You asking me?
All of y'all.
He can date whatever he want. I don't say, oh well, he 50. My cousin Crete 50. You date who you like. I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay. But what would make you say that boy crazy?
Somebody your daughter age or younger.
Okay. So 32, 33, that's too young. Okay.
Because you know what's gonna come with that, possibly. Can you imagine you being a daddy again? Your granddad?
No.
You had to say that fast, Creek. Dad, I didn't get it out. Can you imagine starting all over?
No, I cannot. F. Harris said, hey, them older women bring out them hot rags and soap when you done, make you never want to go home.
And all that good cooked food and all that stuff. Yep, good cooked food.
Oh boy, y'all crazy.
You said I know about that. Oh shit, man. Oh shit.
Christine, you ain't even 40 and over. Y'all need to get the hell off of here with this show tonight. But and I think people think because you're 50 and over, your sex life is dead. Well, for women, I don't know about, I've had conversation. We get it popping. 50 and over crew, it's popping. I don't know about the men, but definitely the women.
So why do you say that? I mean,
because remember hormones. Some of us in the perimenopause age, menopause age. We getting our sexy back. We don't have probably kids in the house. you might have had some maybe, and I'm going to use real terms, maybe you had a hysterectomy, you don't have to worry about getting pregnant. You know, you got your money stacked right, you maybe got your own home, you got it going on, you got the fat arms, you can cook some collard greens and biscuits and stuff. So you got everything going on. You know, you're experienced, you dibbled and dabbled in some things. By the time you get around that age, you know what you like, you don't like, and you know, you did some experimentation. So therefore, you know, it's a little different. Younger ones, they still out here, I was going to say a curse word. They still out here screwing like they in the back of the car in high school. You know, not that we don't get it popping in the back of the car, but they
I'm
don't
about to
have
say.
that maturity level that are seasons. You know, they got a little salt and pepper on them. We got all the Saison seasoning. I got the little tropical flavor Saison on me. So, you know.
Shout out to Yummy Gummy in the building. What up, Yummy Gummy? And no, but you're right, cuz I mean, and see, that's what happens a lot of times with like younger guys, if they do come encounter with what y'all call it, a cougar or
I'm a Jaguar. I'm 50 and
Jaguar.
old.
Tigers.
You know,
Oh,
but remember with older women, most, you know, they got their career going, they got the little stacks. And I'm talking about single, I ain't talking about the little stacks and stuff. So it's like, oh, okay, she got her stuff together. She can give it to you, and then you need to go about your business because she got to go to work in the morning. She got to make that money. So, you know, the element of surprise, or she may get off a little early, you know, experimenting, doing some research.
but okay,
Can I say
so
something?
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Miss Leslie.
In reference to what XL was saying, if a guy is dating an older woman, they do have to think about if they don't have kids and stuff like that. That is something that they do have to consider. That is definitely true.
Right.
But I know a lot of guys, Miss Leslie, that are in their 40s that don't have children. And now they're thinking like,
I
you
mean,
know, that may not be for them in their life. You know, we're here to procreate, as they say in the Bible, Quran, whatever you follow. But something just like it just didn't happen and they're younger. And now they're getting older. They don't want to start that train of, you know, 43 and starting with a newborn, you know. So
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something, you know, and I'm gonna see how y'all feel about this. All right. Now, so y'all saying that a lot of times a younger guy may come in contact with a cougar or jaguar or
older lady, seasoned woman. That's
right.
go.
And then when he comes in contact with her, he really likes the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why do y'all think he likes the situation?
I mean, why wouldn't he? I mean, what indication would he not like the situation? Are you trying to say it's just for shits and giggles that he's dealing with her because she's older? He might like the maturity level. Maybe the women he's meeting aren't mature. And you got to think about that too, because you have your sons are very mature for their age. For you know, when you talk to them, their presentation, they're very mature for their age.
Right.
So, you know, they may like older women because they can have conversations with, you know, older women. And I mean, they probably relate to the younger ones as well, but they like, oh Lord, they probably like, she goofy, you know, younger. And you got some, I'm not saying that no older woman ain't goofy, but I'm saying they might, that conversation sometimes can be, you know, such a refresher than the average person in their age group. You know, it may, you know, intrigue them to see what else, you know, what else a seasoned woman may bring to the table, or, you know, what other things they got going on. There's nothing wrong with it.
So that's true. Now I'm gonna say this. The reason why I asked that question is because she's showing him traditional ways. And he likes it.
Really. Not really.
Yes, really.
Not really.
Okay, what's untraditional about that?
Well, in this day and age, when speaking from somebody in their 40s, when you meet that woman that's in their 50s, a lot of them don't be caring about tradition. They trying to get their groove back. They on a Stella type time. So a lot of them ain't even trying to be on some like let's date, let's be together type stuff. Most of them they just like I want somebody to take me to Pound Town so I can get up in the morning and go deal in this office. Because a lot of them didn't have. And it's just like dealing with a lot of women. A lot of them didn't have that youth like they wanted to have youth because they was too busy raising kids. So they're not showing us younger dudes no tradition. They just showing us, all right, bet we going y'all out here with them young ones. I'm gonna show you what I can do. I'm gonna get my rocks off, and then I might take care of you a little bit, but I don't want nothing from you. You gonna go home
What
to
is
your
she?
mama.
What is she showing him that she can do? What's she showing him?
She gonna go up in that bedroom. She gonna probably pop them dentures out, give a velveteen rub, make him something to eat, then send him about his way.
Okay, but guess what? Just
That's
like
true.
that is true. But I'm gonna go back to what F. Harris said about the rag situation. Most of these young chicks, you better go out and get a sock. Trust me. No. Hold on. Let me finish. The cooking part of it. She's cooking. He can go over there, he eat. There's a lot of things, traditional things that he ain't going to experience with some of these young girls. So that's what he's liking, the traditional things.
Is that really traditional, or is it just the fact that you're dealing with a different level of woman?
It's traditional because she's showing you old school ways.
But when she was young, she probably did the same thing because it was some things that she did back in the day. So it's really not a age thing or tradition. It's just something that she do. Like I've dealt with women that was younger than me that was going like, let me go get a rag for you. Let me get you go get cleaned up. Or I've had young ones that come to me be like, oh, I'm about to go run a shower. Let's go and get a shower together. We ain't gonna do no Hollywood showers, but we're gonna take a shower together. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things like that's available. I mean, it's not really about the age. It's about how that woman take care of herself. Because most women are going to try to clean themselves anyway after sex. Because most of them don't want to end up with what's that stuff called trichomonas, stuff being up in them. They want to clean themselves out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not necessarily traditional.
Here's what I'm saying. Most of the young guys, when they get with an older woman, he feels as though that she's taking care of him. That he don't have to worry about a lot of things. She's taking care of him. She's taking care of him like a mother. She's showing him different ways, and those are traditional ways.
Well, I mean, also that goes back to how old the person is that she's talking to. Because a lot of these ones that's getting these young ones that still want PS5 and want to play the game all day,
Right.
they want somebody to be like a mother figure to them.
But that's what I'm saying. The traditional
really
way.
I mean, I don't see that as traditional. I don't want no woman to be my mama.
No,
I do
it's
not
not to
want
be
to be
about
my
your mom.
lady.
It's what your mama do. What your mama do, or what she did. You see what I'm saying? And Uterus said,
What's the
lioness.
person name, Crete?
You sure it's uterus? Or is it vaginoid?
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Like
but,
a woman's uterus.
Yeah, I wish she could
spell it, Creed.
No,
Because I don't know what that person's name is uterus.
Yudiras.
Udaris.
Okay, Udaris then.
I'm like, I know they know uterus. Nobody better be no uterus name. But vaginal, listen. I
You
can't
never
take
know.
it.
Might be a black mama be like, you know what? That sounds pretty. I'm gonna name my daughter Udaris.
Hey, I mean, but I'm just saying, you know, that's what they like. They like being taken care of. And again, a lot of young girls are not taking care of their man. They want the man to do everything for them, like they on hand waiting on them hand and foot, silver spoon. But when you meet somebody who is showing you a quality type of relationship, then now you can respect the situation. That's what they like. They like to be. It's funny. Go ahead.
Didn't last week you fussed at me and Shimmy talking about I know what y'all want. Y'all want a cushion. Y'all want some woman to take care of you. And now you're saying it's good, Creep.
No, was I wrong? Was I wrong? I'm just saying that's
what
no
cushion, but you know what I mean?
Okay, but I'll tell you what, y'all was saying that I mean, it's nothing wrong with the woman working. It's really not. And see, this is what always get thrown at me, but I don't say anything. Y'all got to realize. Let's say if I was getting married for the first time, right? Yes, I want a traditional marriage because how in the world am I going to get married? and then we have kids, and she's working too, who's going to take care of the kids? Is that fair?
Called maternity and paternity leave.
Okay. How long is that going to last?
Until the baby is good enough to go to daycare.
But if he's 50 and she might be, I don't know if another 50-year-old will have a baby. Traditionally, people have family members, like my grandmother watching me, our grandmother watched me while my parents worked. But that was a different, time because she was a homemaker. So she didn't work. If you 50 years old, you gonna have a baby, your mom and father probably is already dead or close to being dead. And who watching some kids at 60 70 years old nowadays? They don't want that.
Thank you for the follow, Slim Bullet. Appreciate it. My thing is that it happens. That's what a lot. But see, here's the downfall to that, though. Usually, like a lot of women, older women will get with a younger guy, but he'll end up leaving and going back with someone his age. You know what I'm saying? And that's the downfall to it. I mean,
because a lot of the older women, like I said a minute ago, a lot of the older women are not looking for something that's going to be long term, especially dealing with somebody that's not closer to their age bracket.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be sitting there looking for some. If they 53, they're not going to think, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get me a 30-year-old man and a 30-year-old, and we going to live happily ever after." That's our dumb tails that be in their 50s and 60s trying to marry a 25-year-old, talking about, yeah, we're gonna be together forever. Nah, she there until you kick the bucket. That's us. That's our dumb tails. Most women, they not gonna be sitting there like, yeah, this is for the long haul. This is forever. That's why most of the time the dudes are there and they're there temporarily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I can dig that. I can dig that. I mean, I've seen it. But anyway, as we move on to the next, what about this? Okay, so now I was asking, as a matter of fact, let me actually read this. Now, let me see. It was one that I was just talking about, which was this. Hey, where is it at? Let me ask y'all this. Does looks matter in dating?
Yes.
They do. Yes. So you saying that looks matter in dating. Why do they matter to you?
To me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I need somebody that I know that I'm physically attracted to.
Okay.
What about you, Miss Leslie?
We can't hear you. Log out and log back in.
Miss Marla said no, looks don't matter.
Yeah, she said looks don't matter. Okay. So, okay. I mean, how about you? Because does looks matter?
Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie.
I've dated what people classify as not attractive, but I was attracted to them for whatever reason. Because I've met some guys that people wouldn't say, "Oh, he fine" or whatever, GQ, but we had a great connection or chemistry.
Well, the thing about it is, you talk about
looks.
looks.
I don't want to be as pretty as me. No, we're not fitting to do that. We're not going to say both of us pretty. No, we're not fitting to do that.
I mean, but looks in the eye of the beholder. So basically, like I'll be explaining to some people, like, yo, women don't understand it between beauty and sexy. So you got some women that are beautiful, but they try too hard to be sexy, so they kill the beauty. Now, almost every woman has affable qualities. Now, affable qualities compared to somebody that that you find attractive is night and day. Because I mean, if it was that, you got a whole lot of ugly women with a lot of kids, but she might have a fat butt, nice breasts, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are those are what you would call affable qualities. Like she could be in the club with a dress on, and everybody like, yo, she fat as I don't know what. I'm about to go get her, and then she knocked up.
But
But
did you see? Did y'all see on social media how they talk about, like all this sexy lingerie women, but your great grandmother had on that moo. She had more kids. Some of these women captured her husband every time he walked past her. She got pregnant because she had the moo on. But all y'all
Right.
want to buy all this G-string and thongs to get your BBLs, and your grandmother had flapjacks and monkey pockets hanging out her little moo, and she stayed.
because a lot of women don't realize that they doing all this thinking they gonna get a man. They not gonna get a man. They just getting somebody who might just wanna. Ain't no. It's not never one man in life looked at a woman that had a BBL and said, "Yo, that's what I'm gonna marry." Nah,
Yeah,
women
I
women do
don't
all
know.
that stupid stuff to themselves, and it's just like everybody is just like, "Yo." Because most dudes that I know look at a BBL and be like, "Yo, that looks ridiculous. Like she looks stupid," but they still going to go get them. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know,
Hear me now.
Hold on one second. Shout out to Miss Marissa. Thank you for coming through, Miss Marissa. She said,
hey,
"Hey,
Marissa.
Sweet Mama G, Crete, DJ XL, and Miss Leslie." Now
Hello.
let me ask you this, XL. Right
What up?
now, when you see a woman with a BBL, what is your first thoughts?
I really don't have none. I'll just be like, okay, and keep it
What's a
moving. Like I don't
BBL?
the
I
fake
think
butts. I
I
don't like
think
fake butts or fake breasts. So it's like it doesn't even really attract me. It's like, okay, what did he do? I don't.
yeah, it's not for me either. Like the thing is, and this just so a lot of women know, most men look at that and start looking at all the imperfections first. You know what I mean? It looks crazy. It looks unnatural. What are you going to do when that fades out?
Hmm.
I'm just waiting to see what all I'm gonna look like when they get older and that skin get loose. and
Go crazy.
the BBLs turn into their
Talking about
calves.
boobs?
Natural is the best. Natural is the best.
What'd you
I
say,
mean,
Miss Leslie?
So you're talking about women that have plastic surgery?
correct. Yes.
Okay.
Have y'all
Yeah.
ever looked at another female and say, "Oh man, I want to get that"?
The only
No,
thing I want is $1. I ain't getting no. I don't need that. I'm gonna go get me one. See what y'all say.
I don't want to
No.
Don't
go
do
through
that.
that pain.
But you imagine if you got BBL, you may have a job where you sit on your hind parts every day. It's gonna get messed up anyway because you're sitting down too much on it.
It was women that worked
It's
at
something you
Hopkins that
do.
got BBLs, and it was funny because they had to walk around with a rubber donut sitting on that all day.
Mhm.
They said they butt was leaking. They be flying back from the oven. They be flying back. Got to lay on their stomach. They got about 2 plane tickets to lay down because they can't sit. Coming back, I'm like, y'all go through all of that for what?
Man, let me
It's
tell you
like it's
something.
gonna keep a man and it ain't gonna keep him. And two, if you've never had a big asses are high maintenance. You got to keep them clean. If you don't know, that stuff is you gotta keep it clean. Not that small booties don't need to be clean, but if you were a small person, then you got a big butt. It's a different element. It's just like when people, they were slim and now they big people. It's a different element of how you have to treat your body.
It is. Now, here's my thing. I remember, no lie, I remember being in the store one day. This was around, I can't remember if it was Christmas that just passed or last year, Christmas, whatever. But anyway, the people came in and it was a husband and wife and they sat down. Then the husband had to look over to like, baby, you just got the butt shot. You need to be standing up. I'm sitting there like, huh?
Mhm.
Like she had just went and got the butt shots and came and sat down. Like who? I could not tell my mate that. Like, cause she ain't gonna get that. That's just ridiculous. I mean, you gotta be happy with yourself. It's like a lot of people now just doing stuff to impress, especially women doing stuff. They're not impressing men no more. They impressing other women.
Yeah, they pressing other women. Oh, I should look how she look in that body contour dress. And some women they get all these big boobs and you got chicken legs. You got the skinny chicken legs.
That look real crazy.
Looks stupid.
Well, what do you
So
think about Kim? What do you think about Kim Kardashian? She's got this huge butt, and tiny waist, and it doesn't look natural.
All of
No.
them fake. I don't deal, Miss Leslie. I don't deal with none of them celebrity people and all that. That's just trash. They doing it for whatever, you know. That's how they get their ratings and their money up, and because they got to do all these things to change. If it ain't real people, really, I'm not dealing with that crap. I don't envy or marvel at anybody in the entertainment industry, and really people in real life either, because that
Right.
doesn't
It's
make
only
it pretty
one
big. It's
woman.
just too much.
It's only one woman in the industry that had augmentations done that I still look at like, you know what? I don't care. She looks good as a mother, bro. And that's Scissor.
Bruh.
Cause Scissor
Mm.
look good as I don't know what, and hers looks good on her. And I'm sitting there like
Who is that?
the artist named Scissor.
You
Oh,
sold
SZA.
you sold out. You sold out.
I sell out for that one. I sell out for that one in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Now
Minute.
now they say research
can I say
suggests.
something?
Hold on one second. They say research suggests that
Okay.
looks can matter for women in a variety of ways, including in relationships, the workplace, and social life relationships. Some research suggests that many women value physical attractiveness in a potential mate more than they say they do. However, other studies have found that women tend to say they value other qualities such as kindness, friendliness, and ambition more than physical appearance. How about you, Miss Leslie? How about that? Do you value looks over these other things, or do you value the other things?
The other things. If a guy can make me laugh, that's huge.
Oh, okay,
And if he's kind, if he's kind, not rude, I can't stand rude people.
okay. How about you, Cuz?
What was the question?
It was talking about women value looks over more than what they actually say. Say, for instance, like Miss Marla was like, no, it doesn't doesn't matter. Not saying that she's one that is faking the funk, but they said that women actually really value a man's looks more than what they say. And or do you value other qualities such as kindness, friendliness, ambition, and more than physical appearances?
I think people value when some people, some women value the looks because of what other people may say about their mate. You know how people on social media get
Yeah.
married and they say like, "Oh my gosh, she married that ugly man." Because I've
Right.
heard people say that, "Oh my gosh, he not attractive, or he bald, he too fat, he too short." So I think people. I had a girlfriend years ago. She wouldn't date this guy. He was an attractive African guy. He was like a doctor at a hospital. This was local, and he liked her. And I'm like, okay, you lucky because he could have his pick of all the nurses my cousin don't like in the industry in the hospital. But he's trying to date you, and she was afraid that her Caribbean family would say he wasn't attractive, you know, to them. So she
Hmm.
didn't date him, and she wound up having a baby by this dumb joker that's stupid and he did her wrong, whatever. But this guy would have taken care of. He had a house. He hadn't been married. He had one child, and then he even tried to, I guess y'all call it spin the block. He saw her again at a bank or something, and she still turned him down. I'm like, you got a joker that he was attractive, with by the eye, but he was a goofball. Because I said, oh my God, you're highly intelligent, educated, and you're a decent person. You're gonna have a baby with this fool. And he was young, a little bit younger than she was, but he was goofy as all get out. But the guy that she should have married, she was worried about what her family would say. I said, you too old for that. So you throw a good man away because you scared of what your family would say about somebody being attractive. And I got it from my mother. She said so and so what is not that cute or not that attractive. I'm like, you ain't the one that got to sleep with him. So I don't worry about what nobody say. But a lot of people do it for, oh, I'm not gonna get because I don't want, pictures or they hide their mate and all this stuff.
But
It is.
secretly, I think a lot
I
of women
think
be full of it anyway with that though. It sounds good to say, oh no, he has just have to be a kind heart and be nice and be this and be that. Then when you get that, and then you come across that dude at work that cut up, look like he got something going for him, that becomes the work husband. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or that person that they find attractive that becomes the work husband, and things end up tending going left. So it's like y'all want. That's the thing. But I always say like it's hard to always try to understand what a woman wants because a woman really never knows what she wants. Not
Hold
knocking
on.
nobody, but
No, 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 no. Hold on.
was going amen.
Amen.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go get finished. Go ahead, get
I
finished.
mean,
Because I
women,
just
what
had this
women,
conversation. But go ahead.
what women want changes with their moods. So you can meet a guy, you can meet a guy today or tomorrow. He could be the nicest person in the world, make you laugh all day. But then it's somebody who you find physically appealing that can also get your attention. And then it's like you're left in a whole up. See, like then it's like they're left in a conundrum of, all right, I know that I care about him. And he's a great guy, and this guy he treats me good too, and he looks good, and this and the third, and he flirts with me. I think that he likes me too, but I'm in a relationship. Now it's like, okay, what you gonna do now?
Date them all. Date them
Exactly,
all. Date them all.
exactly.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at
Date
all.
them all.
It's facts. All right, hold up. Anybody see that clip that's going around about the guy who went onto that show and he was a plumber and then losing his
Yeah,
job because of all the
seen it.
women?
I seen it.
Yeah, he went on there. He had very little standards. He said, "Don't be promiscuous. Have something going for you. Be career minded." All them women hated him because when the first woman basically was like, "Yeah, you came in here and I wasn't finding you attractive. I didn't think it was going to make it wasn't going to work." He didn't even say nothing yet. He didn't say nothing yet. But then because he stood his ground and was like, "Wait a minute. Well, I don't find you that attractive either." So the feeling was kind of mutual. So you
I
have a
saw.
good one.
I saw.
Everybody else got an attitude about that. Then they got people calling this man job and he lost his job because he stood his ground because he's like, yo, y'all basically tried this shit on me, but I'm like, all right, y'all have a good one. It is what it is. I mean, I'm still gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Everything
Mhm.
went left because of one person, one woman, because that one woman, it's like it's a bunch of like I can't stand those clips. I don't really like that show because it's all judgmental. Because again, you can meet somebody who's a great person but because physically somebody else may think that he looks not that attractive, you may find something about that person you might think looks good. But because everybody else is following suit, nah, I want nothing
Right.
to do with them.
I can
Yeah.
say from experience, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I can say from personal experience, I dated a guy that was 12 years younger than me for a while. And after a while, you don't have anything in common. Like, it's basically like a friend with benefits. And then when you get like, now that I'm 54, I want someone that I can share my life with, like have conversation, intelligent conversation, go do things with that person. Looks, yeah, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Like you might find that person attractive in certain ways that other people might not. So I think it's just if you connect with the person.
And let me ask you this though: you said y'all didn't have anything in common. So what brought y'all together in the first place? Just the sex?
Probably the physical attraction because
Yeah,
you know
I
how
was,
you see first.
So
yeah, and
face
then
face.
it got to the point where
Y'all ran out of things in common.
So
he
now.
was younger.
Okay, he
He
was
was younger.
younger.
He
All
didn't have.
right.
I mean, we got to a period where we wanted different things in life, so we had to just say, go our separate ways.
Okay.
Now that's two different things though. To be honest with you, because if it's like y'all had nothing in common, like you can meet somebody who don't have anything in common with you, and that's the perfect way to open up the doors to give each other incitement. I mean, insight on new things. You know what I'm saying? Like
We had things.
she like case in point, like with my ex, I wasn't never into no anime and cartoons and stuff like that. She was, but because we shared a connection, I started trying to learn that too, so we can have more to talk about and more and be involved in things more together. And that's something that could go
Right.
vice versa. So like if it's something that he might have been into that you wasn't into, you took the initiative to say, okay, what's this about? Let me check this out. It might be something that you might like, and you don't know that, and you could do the same thing with them, and they could have
Yep.
built something more strong, built something stronger to, to increase what y'all had going on. But because both of y'all were
Yep.
not willing to negotiate, it was just like, the
Well,
sex was good, but bye.
no, that's not true. We've no. I'm still friends with them. We've known each other for 8 years, so it's not like we had things in common. Like we both like horror movies. We both like to do certain things. But now that I'm older, I want different things than he does. So we decided to just be friends.
No, I'm not saying that you just was like kicked about your life, period. But I said to stop dating. It's like, now we're gonna go separate ways because it could be, like I said, it could be a thing where things that you did. Do you think that the things that you wanted in life were unreasonable?
No,
Like if you compare what he wanted out of life and what you wanted out of life, because you keep on saying that I'm older. How long did y'all date?
it was we were more like friends with benefits. So it
But
was
that wasn't
like
really dating. It just was
maybe.
all friends and y'all tried something out.
Well, there were times when we were closer than others. I mean, we traveled together and things like that.
But that still was not a pinpoint of saying, okay, we're going to date and try to build something. That was just you saying, this is your friend. We're still close. We're still cool. But you know what? I need a itch scratched, and it became a point where it was like, I bet we're going to do this. But was it exclusive? Were y'all dating, or were y'all just doing what y'all was doing?
No,
Because I mean,
what happened was
if you looked at it as a friends with benefit, it was going to see. Men are like dogs. We take things on surface level. If you said we're friends with benefits, we're going to keep it as friends with benefits.
right, and that's where it became a problem after so many years. There were feelings. I wanted more. I'll just say that. And he's younger. He didn't want more. So we decided to just be friends.
But because you didn't offer more,
No,
100%.
you're not understanding.
You
No,
said you said it. You said
he,
I had the level of friends with benefits. Then you caught feelings and you wanted more.
yes, I
But
did. And he was still younger. I raised my kids. I was done with that. He still wanted, still young enough to have kids and stuff. So we were at a crossroads. We were at a different place in our lives. So we ended the romantic part or the sex part.
Okay. Let me
It's all
ask
good.
this. Let me ask this. Let's say right now, everybody here is 40, 50, whatever. Well, Miss Christina said that she had one of those, or well, she has one of those, and then she said he didn't want to go to the next level. So let's do this. What to expect on your first date if you over 50, and let's say even 40. I want to ask you, cuz what would you expect?
First of all, for you to plan, to be the planner,
Who?
take charge. The man to be the
Okay.
planner. I only date men, so that's what I'm talking about.
No, I didn't know if you were saying if you was going to be the one planning or him.
No, he can be the planner. Um, you know, get to know me first, so you know what I like.
Mm-hmm.
Or we both have an interest in because we've had conversation. Oh yeah, you like soul food? Oh, okay, well I know of a restaurant. Hey, let's go. Or
Mm-hmm.
hey, it's a little what them things called mini putt miniature golf place. Hey, you also have restaurant there. Blah blah blah. So
Mm-hmm.
get to know the person. So
Mm-hmm.
they're can, have some elements, because if you both have it in common, you may sit there and critique the food together, whatever. Planner, and then you're gonna like tell me the time, date, and what's the attire. What else we're gonna do, things like that. And sometimes it might be a surprise, but don't have me on something, I got bad feet or bad back. You know what I'm saying? Get to know a person first so you don't, be disappointed on both ends. Like I'm like, now I got a bad foot. Don't have me doing this, or I'm
gonna take
or
you
I'm
line
allergic
dance.
to something or whatever. So yeah, that's you on my nerves.
Line dance. Wobble, wobble.
But be open to it. But be a planner, get to know the person. Don't take me to a seafood restaurant and I'm allergic to shellfish. Stuff like that. And I always ask, like for me, if I'm dating a guy and I say, "Oh, I'm gonna cook for you, come over, whatever," I'm gonna ask you, "Are you allergic to anything? Is certain foods you don't eat?" So I'm not gonna put in shellfish and your lips break out and we got to go to the ER and I got to throw the Benadryl on you. Or like I don't eat pork or beef. Don't take me somewhere as pick beef or pick pork. I'm not gonna eat it. So just get to know the person before you jump out here. And I guess whatever you're gonna have that type of day. Now we can do the old shimmy. We can go Dutch and maybe go to the bagel. You get you a bagel, I get me a bagel, and you pay for yours, I pay for mine.
Right.
But I don't go out unless I have money, because you're not going to stick me with no bill. Don't ever go on no date unless you got money to cover that in the backup plan. Let people know in case they got to cash app you some money, because you will go to jail. You don't pay that bill.
So so you have no intentions ever to pay on a first date?
No, I have. I'm very generous. Okay. I'm very generous. I buy food. Hey, I'm dropping past. I'm going to so and so. Would you like something to eat? Even friends, homies, whatever, and I'm in the area. I just bought one of my coworkers back a crab cake from Moe's. Or, they would say, you going such. I live in a particular area where this natural market is. Hey, can you go past such? I said, well, I'm going so-and-so. Can I know they like this particular place? Hey, can you pick me up so-and-so, bring to work? Fine. No problem. Don't give me no money, because I'll put it back in your little wallet or throw it back at you. So, I'm going, oh, you give me $20. No. A kind-hearted person, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong being kind-hearted, or he may say, well, I'm not a good planner. And I say, okay, since we have of interest, I know of a place. Do you mind if I plan? Yeah, sure. Because some men aren't. Some men are not planners, and they just freeze up and won't ever take you out. They have to plan it. But they'll still do
it. Now,
I know I'm not a planner. I'm not a planner at all. I'm a spontaneous person. What you doing? All right, let's go. Let's go to the gun range. Let's go. Like I'm that kind of person. Like I do not like to plan, because I'm a go with the flow type person.
Sweet Mama G.
I was reading the comments. I'm sorry.
Would you have sex on the first date?
Yep. It ain't got to be no first date. If I want you, I want you.
But I wanted to do hood stuff with my friend.
What about you,
Because that's what my grandma do. All the people do.
Yes, I would.
But better get them cheeks up. Better give up them cheeks. Better get them cheeks up.
The traction is there. I'm already. So I ain't gonna talk to you if I ain't already plotted on you.
So you
I ain't already plotted to get you anyway. I ain't talking to you at the beginning. If I ain't plotting on you, I ain't going away with you or thinking about you. No.
Mr. Christine.
Hold on. I don't like y'all attitude. What's the problem, Crete and Excel?
No, I ain't say nothing. I said I agree. We all adults. Ain't no point of sitting there trying to beat around the bush. Y'all can listen to Steve Harvey. Was it in Steve Harvey? Steve Harvey, if you want to, talking about some wait 30 days. Yeah, I bet
you got 2 days or 2 weeks.
Time. He's waiting a long time.
Steve Harvey is a goofy. He's a goofy.
I don't know nothing about him. I don't like him at all.
They can take his advice. Think like a man if you want to. You're going to be lost because you can't think like us.
No, right. I don't look like y'all.
Miss Christina said, "I'll be
fine." We had a question on the floor, Crete.
At the point,
we have a question on the floor, Crete.
Would you, Crete?
What about me?
Had sex
Would
on
you
the
have
first
sex
date?
on the first date?
In 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm waiting for the deflection.
See, with me, If that had happened, have y'all ever saw Ricochet? You remember Ricochet, XL?
Don't put XL in. He mind his business.
Shit, I can't remember. That movie came out like 1990. I was like 10 years old. I don't remember.
Nope.
What happened to Denzel would have to happen to me in order for that to happen.
What happened to Denzel? Because I don't remember that movie.
All right. Well, they slipped something in his drink or something. I can't even remember.
Yeah, all right.
Haven't you ever seen somebody or been with somebody and you're like, that you're just so attracted to them, you can't wait to get to them?
Cause
you talking to me or you talking to you, Chris? You talking to you?
Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You were talking to who?
Have you ever seen someone or been with someone that you're like, you're very attracted and you can't wait to get to them?
Yeah, I've been trying to get the Salma Hayek for a minute now.
3, 2, 1. I'm waiting for the deflector.
I've been trying to get the Salma
Hayek. No, it's Sweet Baba. Sweet Baba G. What Eddie Murphy say? Don't let them fool you.
Even if it's not, well, that's a form of sex. I say, even if it's not the sexual penetration, maybe some oral sex.
I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
I've heard say, what's wrong with sex on the first date? You have to test drive the car before you buy it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean,
and sometimes you need a second spin around the block another day because you may have been a little scared in the beginning to drive that car. Now you warm up to it, you might really get it down.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, then it happens. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it happens.
Soon as they even started making camera phones, I was giving out D pics. So I'm first date all the day.
Oh god!
Flip forward that camera.
Help us!
I think the older you get, the more you're like, hell yeah. I mean, I'm half my, I'm 50, so I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah, I've been doing that since the beginning of time.
You want to do that at 30 or 40?
Child.
What's your question, Miss Christina? What's your question?
You got me thinking about something
relevant. Relevant to the daggone topic.
Let me think about what I want to do this weekend.
Christina gonna say, "What y'all think about hangnails?"
Right. Now, research suggests that looks can matter for women in a variety of ways, including relationships, the workplace. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't already. The thing just bumped up on me. Hold up. Now, what age should a 50-year-old man date? Now we was on that. Yeah, but I'm saying the creepiness rule states that the youngest you should date is half your age plus 7.
There you go, Excel.
The less commonly used corollary is that the oldest you should date is subtract 7 from your age and double it. According to this rule, society should accept a 50-year-old man dating a 32-year-old woman. Yeah. Hold on.
So what are you have in common?
I don't know. I mean,
that's why you have conversations. That's why you talk to people. That's why conversations matter.
That's just
weird. I mean, it's weird, but I mean, I always had a rule talking about if you wasn't alive when Thriller came out, I can't talk to you about nothing. But right. I also met women that were like 10 years younger than me that had a good head on their shoulders, and we could talk all daggone day, all night long. You know what I'm saying? It's about the person. It's really not a blanket situation.
Now, Miss Christina said, "Can you see my question?" We can't see your question, Miss Christina.
Yeah, we can see your question when you ask, "Can we see the question?"
Hmm. So, I mean, so as far as you now, Excel, I already asked you that. What about you, Miss Leslie?
Ask me what?
What?
No, about when remember when I asked you about what's your window of dating? You know,
Oh, well, like I said, I mean, I've been said to half my age plus seven a while ago. Like that's a way of teaching of Islam. But I don't really want to do no 32-year-old. Like I'm my basically my lowest that I really want to learn and be with somebody is probably like 38. That's the
yeah.
furthest I like to go. At me being in my early 40s, that's like the lowest that I really would like to go. You had
Hmm.
to be born in the 80s at least.
Hmm.
Right.
I'd
Okay.
say 45 to 60, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Um. Now.
I guess
Hold
my
on one.
question's getting deleted. I don't know. Girl, ain't nobody delete no question. If you ask us, "Can we see the question?" Then you wrote a question. Then you said, "It's all right. It's all right."
That's why my brother's 57. He's got a 13-year-old.
Oh, what? Oh, you talking about
You know what I
13-year-old?
mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Son.
Okay.
He's got a 13-year-old son. And he's an older father. His wife is 10 years younger than him.
Mm. Wow. So,
Christine, if you don't write that daggone question and stop responding,
She's trying to ask something that is X-rated, so you gotta ask the question as non-X-rated as possible because YouTube will not allow it to be posted.
says
That's
what?
like putting just forever. Like if I were to put like the N word or something like that or something racist in the comments, it's going to get blocked.
now, let's say, if you date younger, right? Um, have y'all ever experienced them being uh emotionally immature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they
So
ain't got to
you
be younger. They could be older and emotionally immature.
hmm now F her said, I can't date nobody 22 and under. I can't take nobody serious who don't have kids because they want they won't understand that my kids come first. Okay. Okay. So Miss Christina, that's what
Bonnie
she
on
asked.
top. What the hell is
Yeah.
Bonnie on top? What the hell
I
is
knew
that?
it was going to be something off topic. I
Bonnie's
knew it was
for
going to be something
Tom.
off topic.
Oh, Lord.
I knew it was going to be something off topic.
Now, I think Miss Christina might be a goat farmer because she asked that the other day. Who asked that? You guys know me.
No, I don't. No, we don't.
Oh boy. So you
Can I
saying
answer
that?
that tastefully?
Sure, go ahead.
How about a little bit of both?
I
A
don't
little
even
bit of
understand what the point. Are she asking butts or breasts?
No,
Like,
I mean,
I mean, I don't get it.
what?
Like, what did it? I mean, what did it come from? Like,
I thought something totally different. Never mind, never mind. I don't even want you to know what I was thinking.
oh, look, you over there
nah.
thinking.
Miss Christina
I
is a
know,
goat
I know
farmer.
it's June. I know it's June, and it's that time, that month for that. I don't even understand what the hell a goat farmer is. Like,
Well,
I know people who have goat farms. I mean, what's wrong with them?
yeah, but you know what? This goes to show you where Miss Christina's mind goes. A goat
Yeah,
farmer
what's a goat
is
farm?
someone who has sex with their goats.
Oh,
What they got to
okay.
do with the
All right.
topic?
I have no idea
Nothing.
what that's.
She said nothing. It's a joke, but if a person is thinking that way, they apparently was watching that probably.
Or we see the maturity level of that person.
Because
Yeah.
I have no. I
We don't
mean,
know too.
I have people inside the West Indies that are goat farmers, and they're not humping goats.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
don't understand.
Right.
I know a Jamaican saying is calling somebody goat mouth, but that's not
I
even
have a
sexual.
question.
Sure. What's the question?
This is a little off topic, but
Oh Lord.
do you think that when a couple gets divorced, the man should pay alimony?
No.
Oh Lord, please don't this topic tonight. I'm tired.
Why? Why? Why?
I
Cuz
don't
why?
feel like it. We don't have enough hours. I ain't gonna be on here for 30
Let,
more
let me
hours about this
let
topic.
me say
Go
this.
ahead.
Repeat that one more time because I want to repeat that one more time.
What I said?
Yes.
Should a man pay alimony?
It depends.
No.
Well, what if the woman's been a stay-at-home wife the whole time? She never worked. She has no experience to do
That's why it
anything.
depends.
Okay. Hold on one second.
Sweet Mama
Okay.
G.
So
Reflection is hard.
no, the question ain't hard at all. It's not hard at all.
I say
Now,
deflection.
oh no. It's no deflection either. No, he should not pay alimony. Even F Harris no to that question. Now, here's my thing. Let's say, all right, this is the only way I think that it'll be reasonable. And I agree with F Harris again, still no. If he say, look, I want out of this. I want out of this, right? And then he just flatly, because he wants out of it. I don't think he should be paying the alimony, but I think he should help her, move on. You know what I'm
Give her
saying?
a severance package or something.
Nah, no severance package, but I'm just saying, just
I'm
help
just
her.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, just help
How
her
will he help her move on?
to wherever she's going.
Like, how will he help move on? I'm asking you.
Let's say if she's going to go to, okay, well, I'm going to my mom's, I'm going to my sister, or I'm going to move in a new place. He can help a little bit.
What you mean by help? What that mean?
Whatever he sees fit that he needs to help with.
You mean carry a box or give her a deposit?
No, if that's what it is, help give her the deposit, any of that.
A severance
He will
package.
make that. Yeah, I mean, you can call it that, but no, you gotta be careful with the words. As far if you the man, be careful with the words. You know what I'm saying? So, because a severance package could be a lot. You understand? But what I'm saying is, if that's the case, if he says I'm out and leaving, like, yeah, he should help, so she can move on or whatever. But let's say if she say, okay, I want a divorce. No. Why should he pay alimony if she wants to divorce?
Not even because it's a circumstance surrounding why she wants to get out of the marriage.
Nope.
So if she say, Crete, I want out because you're an abuser, or Crete, I want out because this not working. You living your own life and I'm stuck here. You had me as a traditional wife not working, and I don't have any money saved or background in working because I had to be a stay-at-home wife. You still not gonna help.
What is that? That's a choice.
So if you marry a woman and you make her traditional and she got to stay home because that's the foundation you want to build, and now it's no longer the situation of y'all being married, you don't think she's at a disadvantage because she stayed home and didn't make money?
Let me tell you something. This is what you got to remember, and it's plain and simple. When a woman makes that decision and she goes get married, she's marrying to that man, and she's going under his law. Under his law. Okay. You got to remember, that's a decision that she makes. When she goes and meet this man, she needs to pay attention. What kind of parents he have? What is he doing? I'm talking about financially. Is he, is no such thing as stability, but how's he been getting along these years? She needs to get to know people who know him. She needs to get to know who programmed him, his parents. She need to get to know all this
parents
stuff.
Programmed you. I don't think your parents programmed you.
All right. So, I mean,
Not saying about the situation. I'm just saying. So you have a traditional wife that never works. She raised a kid. She has no career, and say she's miserable because you might be living your best life, and she found out. I'm just giving a scenario. I'm not saying the shit. You living your best life. She's miserable. She out now. Your kids are grown. She just feel like her life is lifeless, living with you and being in a marriage, and she's talking to you about it, and you giving that same no, you can't leave. You can leave on your own accord. What is she supposed to do at that point?
Leave. If she wants to
leave, what?
That's what you have friends for.
But listen, let me say this. You say that, but I was in a marriage where I barely had friends because they weren't invited to come to my house. My husband was such an asshole that nobody liked him, including my parents. You know, we kept our dirty laundry, as they say, in-house. They didn't know what was going on. I didn't have women who were going through my situation. My mom wasn't going through the situation. Of course, she's still with my father. So nobody knew my plight. So what am I supposed to do? And I'm saying because I've been that person. Okay. So what am I supposed to do?
This is what you're supposed to do. Pay attention to the decision that you made to get with this guy.
Okay, 30 years later, and he could change.
But look at,
and then I'm stuck with you living your best cycle. You being an abuser, so I'm stuck.
No, if you want to leave the marriage, you leave.
But what if I don't have the means to leave or get my own place or whatever?
What's wrong with your hands and feet and your mind?
I have no skill. I haven't worked ever because we married young. I don't have any skill. What am I supposed to do?
What are you going to do after you leave?
Sweet Mama G, look at you now, though.
No. I wasn't in a situation. No.
I mean, always you came out on top.
I wasn't a traditional life, neither was my mother. My mother worked for the government, retired. I always worked. I worked 2 and 3 jobs. My husband was an asshole. He didn't want to help me put my son through Catholic school. You know, my son had reading issues when he was younger. I've always finished. That's why I am like how I am, because I always had to struggle. Even being married, yes, it was my decision. I came from a Christian household. I should have never effing got married. But when you pressured by your parents because you grew up a certain way and you're supposed to be get married, that you pay for it, when you push kind of into it, I kind of made that pushed into it because one, I didn't want to be home as a out of wedlock mother, hearing my mother trying to raise my son, which is not her child. She telling me what to do. So I married this joker. You know, he had no concept of marriage. His mom wasn't married to his dad. He saw his grandparents married, but we were young and we should have never got married. We tried because we thought that was right, but we should have never married each other. We were young when we met. So we were teenagers, but I've always been a strong-willed person. My cousin can tell you that. I got the same kind of demeanor I did as a child. Don't say nothing smart, because I see it in your face. But I've always this wasn't like I grew into a sweet mama. I've always kind of had this personality, right, Crete?
Yes.
Bossy. Okay, so it was from birth. It wasn't like, oh, I just developed this. But because I had a son, I took on being not the sweet mama. Y'all know I kind of downplayed myself into being traditional. Like I wasn't wearing my boobs out. I wasn't doing the things I did when I was single when I became a mom and in the relationship and stuff. I put myself in that position because then I was mom. I couldn't have my boobs out back. I mean, that was the 90s, you know, and have all that. And, you know, so I changed myself. I, you know, grafted myself into this traditional woman, sort of tradition, not 100% traditional, because I did work and go to school, but had that food ready when you get home before I had to leave out, make sure I had plans, make sure my son, you know, knew the routine, where he going to be at. You know, my mom had to watch, whatever. So just having those traditional things that I call traditional, but not everybody has that advice. He left me on the curb of my parents' house, but I was smart enough because I did real estate when we were breaking our relationship. So I sold 3 houses. I banked my money. I had already had a place up on another side of town that I knew he wasn't familiar with. So I felt because he was an abuser that he wasn't going to come on that side of town. And I stacked my money, got the house ready because I knew what kind of person. I came home one day. We had like a condo townhouse, and he had a real estate you know those little signs people have realtors in the sign was selling our house while at work. He signed a contract with a real estate agent, but I was doing real estate. It was like, so what wound up happening, he withdrew from that, and I wound up being the seller's agent, and somebody from my office was the buyer's agent. The buyer was one of my investors, a young guy, bless his heart. Shout out to AC. He purchased the house me and my husband had because he knew I was in an abusive relationship. It wasn't nothing sexual. He had a girlfriend. He was an investor. He was like, "You're a nice person." My husband came to my job cursing me out at my office, at my place, because he was an asshole. When I went to college, he did the same thing. You know, cursed me out. My female supervisor was like, "What in the world?" She said, "I understand. I had the same kind of husband," so they kind of understood. Real estate office. He acted an ass. The two guys that ran the real estate office was just like, good mugger. You in a crazy situation, because I'm typically a nice person. I'm spicy, but I'm typically nice to people. And they was like, damn, you married to him? He was an asshole. So even like his family, I was like, he crazy, whatever, you know, but you know, it's resiliency. And I worked with a lot of people and, you know, domestic violence. I've had men and women, and a lot of people don't see their way out. I don't respect no man. I don't give a damn. It's my daddy, my cousin, my head brother, whoever, friends. Put your hands on a woman, disrespect them, abuse them mentally, physically, emotional. I don't respect whoever. And then, you know, I've known men that's been abused by women, so it's not going to be one-sided. I don't respect people. You don't have to get rid of a person or treat a person like that if you don't want to be with them, because you don't have control over them. A lot of times it's a control issue. It's a control. And people cannot control.
Let me ask you this, cuz. Let me ask you this. Okay. To say all that, and you know, that hits deep, because me and you are blood cousins, and there was times that you know, that we was together so tight as kids, and then we had that gap. You know what I'm saying? Where I haven't seen you or heard from you in a long time, and I'm, you know, blessed to still have you here now, right? But here's, and I don't want this to sound crazy, but when you get married, what do you say?
Till death do us part.
Shit, damn that.
And then the other thing is this: I do.
Damn it, under duress. I want to say I was mentally unstable at the time that I signed that book in Baltimore courthouse. Bam. We had to get, what you call it? We eloped because we got put out of church council. He cussed the pass out. So
and you still married him. And you still married him.
Jackass. Because I looked at the bigger picture of I wanted my son to be with his father, to be raised in a house, because that's how I was like, damn it, jackass. Let me go back. I don't regret anything because it made me who I am. But if I had to rewind, listen, I would have took them birth control pills and not drank that Jack Daniels when they got pregnant.
But I understand what you're saying, but you got to remember that marriage was not a mistake. It was an experience.
Oh, it's an experience. I understand. It was a mistake like your ass. Y'all don't know. My hair wouldn't grow for a long time. I had a short haircut, the Tony Braxton, because that man stressed my ass out that my damn hair wouldn't grow. Baby, I was 410 pounds. I gained 173 pounds married because I was stressed out. By the time I was 27, I had a heart monitor because he was like, bitch, didn't I tell you this? It was a B word. That was my name. I forgot my real name after that. The abuse, the choke. So listen.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm really sorry.
Thank you, precious. But honey, be around now. Like,
go ahead,
you can't talk to me crazy.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, not to reflect on last week again. Crete, didn't you tell us as men there's supposed to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out, not to walk away from a marriage if you need to? When you just now said what that vow say till death do us part?
Yeah, he left me to part together.
I didn't say that. Miss Leslie said that.
Said what?
She said.
Yeah, I did. Till death do us part. But that's what the vows are. I
mean, you just don't say it. And you agree with it. And you said, "No, I said I do."
Miss Leslie, If you killed
No,
my vibe during a marriage, that's the death of us. Cheating,
Yeah, I
he
know.
became a hoe.
I've been married twice.
Uh,
I'm not saying, you know,
yeah. What,
but
Christine?
also what Crete
Christine is
said
just, I don't know,
about
she's on some other shit. I don't know. She going through it tonight.
what
She been sniffing markers or something. Talking about Christine.
wait,
what
go
Crete
ahead,
said
Miss Leslie.
about what how like helping a person, like if you decide you don't want to be together anymore, you're helping that person a little bit until they're on their feet. Isn't that kind of better than the person having to go into the, welfare system?
No. Listen, I it's so hard for me to say, not hard to say what I did, but it's hard for people to get the mindset. If you want to go, go. And I should have left years ago. I shouldn't have got married cussing out the pastor. But so many people stay in these relationships for so many different reasons, Miss Leslie, especially the domestic violence. And
Yeah, I did it.
yeah, and it's so overwhelming because I work with people, I do counseling therapy that go through relationship, and I go to, we have some, I won't say popular, some very great organizations in our hometown that work with people for a very long time, and children. I just hate that the children, and now I'm seeing, we just talked about this yesterday at my job. We saw by the time kids get to kindergarten, we're seeing so many parents breaking
Hmm.
up, and then it's like, oh no, I don't want to be on the phone with the father. You need to have two different conferences. First of all, Miss Ma'am, we don't have that much time to be having all these different meetings and conferences to talk about the same situation. I may tell you something different I ain't remember because of age, and then something is missing. They can't even agree on children, and that's when it really comes big. People can't agree now. It's just like divorce here, divorce here. They made it so easy, but you have a lot of
Hmm.
people who don't go through the process. I wish I had taken my son through family counseling and things like that when we first separated and things like that, because I think that has perpetuated some attitude he has towards relationships that he has now with the women that he dates. My son is 31, so some of his attitudes and behaviors, and I don't want to say you act like you that, certain things, like I try not to say that, but I think because he's seen a lot of things, and over the years I didn't get him counseling, because most black people, let me be real, we don't like the word counseling or going to therapy. It's getting more prevalent, because you got to think about that. That was 17 years ago when I was separating from my husband. We didn't want to think about no counseling. They said, do you want to go to family counseling? Like, no. And then they ask you real quick, but not telling you why you should, especially if you have children, or why you should have your children, talk to someone low, so they can get their feelings out of, because they may say, I saw one of my parents being abused, or I was abused myself, and things could come out and prepare them, hopefully, to have better relationship, not have that um, strain relationship going forward in their own lives. Because remember, a lot of people who abuse, come from abusive relationships, wind up being abusers, to their spouses. Therapy is the shit. Is
Yeah,
it,
it is.
Excel?
I mean, it's a really good, and I don't suggest anybody turn it down. You know what I mean? Again, I always say this to you, on this show here. People are quick to get massages to their body. Oh, a massage. Why don't you go get the massage for your mind, and that be therapy? You know what I'm saying? Do that as well, because I mean, there's a lot of wounded people out here.
A lot.
Yeah, and I would take therapy any given day. I mean, again, I'll tell people, look, I need therapy. I'm black. I need therapy. I'm from Baltimore. You know what I mean? I can keep going on and on, because us as people, we go through a lot. And then also just over time now, we didn't sing so much. We didn't sing so much, and we let it process and pass. But it really affects us. It's almost like you falling out of a tree and landing on your shoulder, and it hurts, right? And it hurts, and then maybe a week later it doesn't hurt as much, and then a week after that it don't hurt at all. But your shoulder is probably still thrown off. That's why it hurt in the beginning.
It's like covering wounds that you really need to get treated. You
Yes.
covering your own wounds. And a lot of times people don't want to self-discover when they go to therapy or find out certain things they had in their life was a lie. Or they could have did better and now they regretting things. So with counseling, a lot of things do come out. First of all, the key to therapy is getting a very good therapist or counselor. Because you can have some that really connect with you. Because you can have some trash counselor therapist that you don't connect with. And just because you and I don't connect as a counselor, find somebody else. I'm not going to try to hold you to the brimstone to working with me. If you and I don't fit or you're not comfortable, I'm going to suggest another way you can get referrals. Find one that works for you. And not using your homeboy as your counselor. That's well and good, but you want somebody that don't know you personally to give you a professional opinion, or not even opinion, a professional sounding board, because they're not supposed to get an opinion. They're supposed to be your sounding board and give you suggestions. Counselors and therapists are facilitators. It's really everything you're talking about. We just making it clear, restating it, and then giving you some solutions that possibly could be your solution, and you go for it, because therapy is ultimately your responsibility and your choice. And I think one hit or quitter marriage counseling should not be. Of course, I got kicked out the first one, but anything you do, like I said, my mom been going through cancer recovery. She should have had counseling about the cancer, that's been big, because then I'm having to deal with it. But I'm doing it from a daughter's perspective. She don't want to hear from the behavior health side. She don't want to hear none of that. Right. I'm getting from it. So, and I can't be, I'm biased because I'm her daughter. And I'm trying to talk to her, and she don't want to give her emotions. And then when the doctors ask her a question, and I'm like, she feel like that, but then she don't want to talk about it. Right. So I'm stuck in between. She know I do behavior health, and she looking at me side eye because she don't want me to know some things that she's really feeling, because she's giving that front.
Now, shout out to my niece, Chrissy. Hey, Chrissy. And F. Harris has a question, because Sweet Mama G, how is your son relationship with your ex-husband? Only asking because my mom and pops got a divorce when I was 12, and I ain't forgive my old dude until I was 23.
So, give my business, but yeah, it's not a good relationship.
Wow. Yeah. And what's important to me, what's very important to me is that my kids, our kids, that I have a good relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? I cannot see myself not having a good relationship, with my kids.
I think he's tried like recent years, but my son was absolutely grown when he tried.
And your case, I understand though. I do.
Yeah, he was 14 when we separated, 17 when we divorced. So he was, a young, beginning adult. And he'd been there for, us having to move and the traumatic experience of being put on the sidewalk by, and he pulling off my ex-husband, and, just things like that. And my parents having to help with taking school, dropping stuff off because I had to work and stuff like that. So he doesn't forgive that. And like I said, we should have went to counsel. We should have had some conversations. But over the years, when you still kind of angry or going through your process, that wasn't an effect that you think about, until hindsight is 2020. Now he's 31. They don't have a good relationship, and my ex tried over the years. My son like, yeah, whatever, because it's kind of, it's never too late, but he's not open to the situation now. And maybe they need to have some conversations about what happened back in the day between the relationship, why he didn't try to process and have a relationship with my son back then versus now. And a lot of times it's a maturity level. My husband wasn't mature. He was in his feelings and he was out popping fresh with the women. He didn't care about his relationship. He was getting his groove on before we got divorced and before we even moved out the house together. He was already out there being a hot boy.
But you know what? Your ex-husband has to keep trying. If he really wants it, if he really wants that relationship with his son, he has to keep trying.
And like I told him, it's not predicated on me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's between y'all. Don't put me in the equation. I don't have nothing against the man. I've, left that alone years ago. I got other stuff to think about. I ain't think about that man. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Whatever relationship, because even like with his father, my ex-husband, he didn't have a good relationship to his father until we were about to get married and I brought them together. So, he could be pop and be in the wedding and that didn't happen. But all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I got them kind of together because he didn't have a relationship with his dad. His dad went on, married, and had other kids with somebody that he still was. So it was kind of bitter. But I'm like, well, that's not what your mother and father, relationship they had. So you gotta understand, your position in your father's life. So, it became okay, and he's still good with his father, but I said, but it had to be nurtured.
Right. Shout out to Queen Mia on TikTok. Okay, so say for instance also, and we're gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon. Now let's say when you guys, I'm talking to women, when y'all first meet up with a guy. Now, and I'm gonna read this. Does the guy you're dating only seem to care about himself? If you're with someone who tends to put his needs first, show little interest in you and your passion, and who considers himself to be the greatest guy on the planet, it's time to take note that you're dating someone selfish and arrogant. When a guy has an overinflated ego and tries to show you he's the expert at everything, the advice you should heed is to stop dating him. While confidence is appealing, it's not appealing to be with someone who has an overblown sense of self, and who couldn't care or be bothered by your needs and desires. So did you see any of that in him? Cuz
what?
Like he was overinflated. He had an overinflated ego.
God, that was I'm trying not to remember that man. No.
Okay. How about you, Miss Leslie? Have you ever had dated anyone like that before?
No, not really.
I mean, I've dated, but not that fool, not that particular fool. But I've dated men that you be like, oh Lord. I dated a guy who worked out a lot. He was one of them muscle dudes, and I'm just like, if you don't shut the hell up, because sometimes he in the mirror, and it's like, why you got that on? Going out, same thing. Why every place you got sweatpants like you going, or like outfit like you going to the gym? Yeah, he walking like, I'm like, yo, sit your ass. It would be that all the time. I'd be the dude out there, and I'm like, he was older than I was, but we date. I'm like, shut up. Sometimes it would be too much.
I can't even see you dating a dude like that, but I know who you talking about, like those type of, not who personally who you talking about.
I'm from South Carolina. I'm like, shut the hell up. They can shoot you too. You ain't bulletproof. Just in the gym, we would go to work out together. And he looking in the mirror. You know how you watch it? Honestly, I wouldn't watch. I'm on a treadmill and watching him. He all in the mirror. I'm like, if he don't sit his goofy ass down, watch himself pump in a little like he was a big dude, like real muscular. I'm like, Jeezy peasy. I wish all that muscle matched what was in your pants, but that's neither here nor there.
Bruh.
Mind my business. I'm like, look at that. Fix that, Jesus. Wow. Fix that part.
What about the men? Like, have you ever been with a woman that was all about herself?
Excel.
Oh,
y'all. She said to y'all.
The men. I mean,
yeah.
All about ourselves.
Is that a turn off?
I won't say necessarily dated like in a relationship, but I've been with women who was all about themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't really like nothing was taken serious. It was pretty much just like physical activities. It wasn't really nothing that was like, oh yeah, we're going to be together type stuff. Like, nah, well, enough of that. That doesn't match my personality.
What's your personality, Excel?
I'm me. I'm the shit.
We can never get a decent answer out between you and Crete. I can't.
I'll give a direct answer. My personality, who y'all see is who I am. I mean, I don't. I'm the same. I'm the same person you meet in the streets, online, on the phone, through text message. I'm the same person every day.
Help us.
I'm not helpless. I'm a very helpful person.
No, I say help us dealing with
Oh,
that.
help you, help you. Dealing with
Because
me, I'm very easy to get along with. Don't look at me like that. My name ain't Credo Chevy.
I had to get the lips for him.
What
Try to
about
duck
what
off.
about somebody that's a know-it-all? What about somebody that's a know-it-all?
I've been called a know-it-all. I'm a nerd. I like being a nerd.
Yeah,
Crete,
I've been
you
Yes.
called a
deflecting and
know-it-all.
just kind of blending with the curtains. How you feel about a woman that's arrogant or a know-it-all? She know everything. She can tell you everything.
It's one thing about wisdom. Wisdom is, in another person is a great thing. But if it's not wisdom and she just talking a lot and trying to control the situation, no, that's a turn off. Like I would never put it like this. Even like when it comes to me, right? I don't think I know everything, but I'm trying to learn everything.
Gee. What about an airhead?
So no, I can't do
No,
airhead.
I cannot stand no
So
chick that's just dumb as hell.
so
If they dumb as
here's
hell,
my
like
thing.
nah.
It's very attractive to listen to a woman that can teach you or just tell you something new. That's attractive. But if it keeps coming and coming and coming in, like they trying to boss you around, that's very unattractive. Me, like I said, I know a lot of different things because I experienced a lot of different things, right? And I learned things. And say, for instance, if I hear about things, I take myself to learn about it, right? So I do a lot of different things, but and so
I think for
make
me
me have me
now,
learn a lot of different things.
I think for me now, I'm and talking to friends. We talk all day about different things. You might see something on Instagram or you go look it up. If we're not talking about financial planning for retirement, getting your credit together, our mental health, our health, these conversations, I don't want to hear about it. I don't hear about no stupid. I mean, you may hear some jokey stuff here, but you can't. That's where my mind is going. You know what I'm saying? Financially,
Mhm.
how we gonna be sound? Looking because I'm almost at the retirement age. Future, my health. Who gonna take care of wipe my booty when I'm in my wheelchair trying to run people over? You know,
You got to
planning.
spray those big bucks.
Talk about getting land or got some other business ideas. Those type of people. When I say my circle, I can small in the pin dot. Because you may have people you speak to whatever, but every day I got certain people I talk to every day about different subject matters, but it's always about going to the next level as a person, leveling up, because the stuff I talked about a couple years ago is not the same stuff I'm planning for now. It's absolutely not. And I fun and joke and have fun, but it ain't about leveling up, talking about the future and being prepared. Not that I'm living in fear, but just being preparing yourself. Getting and I'm trying to teach my clients to have like advanced directive. You need to get a will. You need to plan out. You need to get long term insurance, especially if you people who don't have children, or even if you have children. What's going to be your future when you 65, 70, and plus? Are you prepared? Are you putting money where you keep buying dumbass tennis shoes and buying these dumbass wigs? What are we doing? Are you putting money away? Are you looking for a good investment? Do you have life insurance? Do you go get your teeth done? Do you go to the dentist, which is plaque can build up and can give you plaque around your heart? Do you get physicals? Are you taking your medications? Are you exercising? So just talking about those different things, not no tomfoolery all the time. It's
But
fun. No.
because you know what, speaking of wigs and stuff, I think I'm backpedaling. I think I'm going to start investing in wigs.
I wish I had during the pandemic because them people was weevilicious. I should have got them bundles down there with them people in Georgia scamming, get some bundle money. Whew.
You you
I
you
would have been
see
rich.
you saw the wholesale place next door, right?
I didn't know what that was next door to the
Yeah,
shop.
it's called E Hair Wholesale.
You sure that's not new since I've been down there? Maybe I
Nah,
ain't pay attention.
it was there. That it was there. That's you should see. You see people wrapped around a corner
Oh my.
for the hair. You'll see celebrities come over there getting their hair.
Really?
Yeah, that place make money. First of all, that place get broken into so much.
Really?
Yes, no lie. The last break in I saw was probably about
You said you
4 months.
saw it.
I ain't see it actually happen, but they went
I
through the
shouldn't.
wall. They went through the wall. They cut through the wall for the freaking wigs. That's
It's
how
a big
crazy this
business.
wig game is.
Brought
Yeah,
back a flashback. That brought back a flashback. I don't like to hear about cutting through walls.
yeah.
But
So that
that's a big business. Women will pay good money for them their hair. It's ridiculous.
that's why I'm trying to say,
But
like,
I can't I can't deal with people that's talking tomfoolery all day. My mind won't let me because I barely can sleep because my mind's always racing of things I need to do or things I want to do the next day. I can't do it, and that's a
You
turn
remember
off.
that? You remember that old Eleanor Roosevelt quote? What is it? Great people discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small mind people talk about people.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you got to have a great mind to be successful. You always got to be thinking about what's next on the plate.
And
If
then
you only can talk about other people, then you ain't gonna get nowhere.
I have 2 daily accountability partners. We keep each other accountable. Like, did you take your medicine? Did you make that appointment? Did you forget? Did you have it? They be like, all right, sweet mom, did you this? Did you remember? And I'm like, I'm good because I use a paper count and I still use the Google, so electronic and paper. So I have accountability partners. We're accountable for each other and keeping each other, on that grindstone, especially if they're your true peoples. You want to make sure that they doing what they supposed to do. You have your little side people you talk to, but that's not people you going, if something happened, gonna be an emergency or something good come down, you're not gonna tell them. You're not, because they're not gonna do nothing with it.
right. Well, it's a decisions always have to be made in life on a daily, and you gotta choose wisely who you deal with, who you surround yourself with, and I mean, it is what it is when it comes to that. So we just gotta hang in there in these relationships, whether it be in marriage or just dating or just friendships or whatever. It's just really crazy out here these days, and like I
Yeah,
said, we just gotta hang in here.
yeah, I'm not hanging in. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
hanging in with people. I already, if I foresee some shenanigans, nah, I'm not wasting my time and getting involved with. I'm talking about really people about whatever, but definitely not no romantic relationships, because those
Mm-hmm.
people can become burdens more than you think and very quickly.
True.
Not doing it. I got too much other stuff going on.
So what does it look like now? Because like, do you plan on do you ever plan on being married again?
Why we got to be married? Why I just can't have a friends with benefits, a companion? Why I
I
gotta be married, Jesus?
I
I'm not
didn't.
sure. I'm worried about my living situation as I'm growing in my
Mhm.
fineness and my element more so than getting married again. I got the first man's money when he retired. I ain't got anybody else's money.
Right. I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, marriage is a heavy thing. Well, it's always been heavy,
Yeah,
but right
so
now it's especially when it comes to for us men, it's very risky. It's risky for women too, but I'm just saying it's risky on a financial part. Like if you split or whatever, I just don't want the. I think I'm a pretty fair person. I don't need the law or the courts in my situation when when it's
that's
something
how
that can be handled.
that's why I say the marriage thing. If I was a woman, like if I was still raising kids and maybe wanted a stepdaddy for my children, a bonus father, or I was looking still to have children, yeah, it would be more of a push for me. It's not at this element of my life. No, not it's not a push. Right now,
Right.
I'm just trying to get up. Well, my side nerve not bothering me in the morning, So I got other stuff to worry about, but companionship, moving forward, with somebody. Because that may not be everybody's stint, but that person might be a great person to have a relationship with.
Okay. So let's say if you met somebody tomorrow, right? And you found them very attractive. You found them. I know y'all women like men to be funny. In you know, in on his purpose, right? What would you? What moves would you make, like, to keep him?
I don't know why you throw the funny part, because they both ain't funny. So not that I don't want to say what I'm saying, because y'all in my business. I guess, men and women, but I'm talking about me. Men like for you to ask them about their hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and sometimes just to hear a different part. So, for example, say what's his channel? Excel. Say Excel and I was talking, da 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 da. He talking about he want to be the next level DJ on a world tour or some old crap. So I would have to, see of interest and, just listen, because sometimes he may not want to talk to other DJ. He may want to talk to a person who's not familiar with that type of business just to see. But I'm intelligent, because he's going to know that off the bat. Not only fine, but I'm intelligent. So he may want to, float some ideas, because people go to parties or what I'm seeing out here, the game and the field. So, you always want to be interested in your mate's business. I know you don't like that. You want a woman in your business.
So you saying
be
that
interested
you have
in your partner, just like I would want him to be interested. I'm not going to give him the detail, but I want him to be interested in my occupation or the things that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Why I can't be interested in what he's doing? Passion. Hey, you want to open up a hot dog cart, or let's see what small businessman. What's the name of it? I can help you get the EIN number. Okay, this next let's look at the little blurbs about how you start a business, hot dog cart business. Even to help make, just kind of, if that, and I would ask, do you want me? Because they may not want me to,
But I think those are good things, though, what you just said.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, and it's my demeanor. I mean, I'm a business owner too, so come with, I've been if y'all know about score mentors, or people who work at the they got different names in different cities, like an economic development where people go get business. Okay, small business administration, those programs where you can find grants and loans and help with business plans. Been there, done that. I actually do it for people trying to open assistant livings and other human service based programs. So knowing that, and people just directing them to where you can go, because some people don't know, and a lot of people give up because they don't know how to start the business.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Instagram, and no lie, have been, especially during pandemic, people gave us some really good business information, grants, especially for minorities, for men, women, veterans, whatever, especially veterans, military, because people become disabled or whatever. They give them all type of money and employment. So it's just being of interest and help. And I ask, do you mind if I help you? Do you want my help? I ain't gonna just come in and take over, because then it becomes my business and my idea. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be a supporter, not take over.
Right. You hit it on the head, cuz I'm gonna give you that. So, as we wrap this thing up, we want to send a shout out to everybody who have joined in today. You want to shout them out, cuz?
Let's see. Thank you for DJ XL. I could say Sexel, but that was $1. So I'm like, why you got Sexel on there? But it looked like an S. I can't see. I ain't got my glasses on. Thank you, XL, for coming on. Thank you, Miss H, Miss Marla, Unique, who came on earlier. Thank you, Concrete. Thank you, Miss Christina. We got lost in what you were talking about. Definitely, F. Harris. Thank you for coming in, giving your opinion. And Miss Emilia. Thank you, Miss Emilia. Cousin Christy, thank you so much for coming in. As you brother-in-law, thank you for coming through with your antics as usual. You always put a smile on our face with your shenanigans. We appreciate you so much. Thank you, Miss Marissa. Thank you so much for coming in as well. Let's see. Thank you to Goldie, right? Goldie?
Mm-hmm.
Goldie for coming through.
Don't forget about uterus.
Yeah, you're theirs. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. Please make sure you go back on the Street Tactics Media page on YouTube. Like those videos. When they take them down, we lose our numbers. They didn't take certain videos down, so that's why we have higher numbers. It's not that our numbers are low for viewing, it's that when they take them down, Crete have to put them back up. We lose our original viewing numbers. For example, we had a couple, I think Me Excel and Crete was on there. We had 20 something views, 22,000 views. The one recently, not recent, but maybe a month or two, where Miss Keisha was on there with all her coochie products, that had 22. People love that, and I guess maybe they tag certain words in YouTube and those videos come up. But make sure you go back and like those. We had a lot of great artists that came through, and their numbers look low for viewing. Make sure you also post them on your social media sites so we can get the numbers up so your friends can view and like as well. So make sure that's your homework for the week. Go back, review some of the videos. We had some really great videos, some funny moments. You know, even the one where Hollywood shower clip about Shimmy had some great views. So make sure we go back. Some great artists and see what we had so we can get our numbers up, our algorithms, and so we can get more of an audience. Thank y'all so much for coming in. On next Friday, they will be giving me a birthday party topic for next Friday, which is my birthday, my born day. The earth will revolve around me on next Friday. We'll get y'all life together. Get your lives together. Thank you so much. TikTok followers, Facebook followers, YouTube followers, Instagram followers, and everybody for just coming through.
Thank you there, cuz. Couldn't have never been done better than that. That's what I'm talking about. Once again, this is Conversations in Crete.
And we're going to have an earlier time for my birthday next week because I ain't fit to be on here no 1 o'clock more on my birthday. I am going to take me a
Where Miss Marla? Because I could have swore you just was talking to Miss Marla the other day and said, you be cutting people off.
I do cut people off. I used to do that real bad. You used to hate that. I just want to make that public service announcement.
Good Lord.
I'm going to take me a little drinky drink next week. I'm going to get me one of them Bailey slushies and make me a slushy drink.
Oh, my word. All right. Well, hopefully you can hold your liquor.
Okay. What time, Crete? It's not going to be late.
It's 9 o'clock.
You know, I don't like men that lie to me all the time.
Make sure y'all come back and meet us here on YouTube or TikTok. On YouTube is Street Tactics Media, and we do a music show on Wednesdays. It's called the Brutally Honest Rap Show. If y'all can make sure y'all there and y'all can help us judge the new rappers' music when they send us music. It's a fun show, but it also helps the artists as well. Make sure y'all also here on Fridays like tonight for the relationship podcast. And if y'all can bring a topic that y'all want us to talk about, we can do that as well. It's always amazing and great to see you guys each and every week. We already shouted y'all out, and we love doing that because you guys are great. And if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And we will see y'all on Wednesday. We are out. We always thank y'all for showing up. And we thank y'all for y'all comments and just y'all input is always amazing. We are out. We are out.
Have a good time.